I just saw this video or like a clip of the B. Simone new podcast, and she had some guy on there or whatever. And she was just talking about how when she's out and about, men don't talk to her, right? Like they don't approach her or whatever. And she was kind of referencing where she spoke about it before. And one of the reasons why she thinks men do not talk to her or approach her. And I kind of want to touch on that. And I never really get into the whole, like, what's going on in pop culture, if you will. But some things came to my mind, and I think they're worth observing. So even while I was listening to that clip or watching that clip, one of the things I noticed was she doesn't listen to respond or even to understand. She listens very reactive. Like, it's really so she can get her words out, or like, and I say get her words out, but it's like she's listening to respond, not necessarily to understand. So you may not even be able to get your full thought out without her, or before she's already jumped on the first two sentences or the first couple of words you've said. And to me, that's very combative. It's like, I know you would think like combative. It's like, yeah, she seems like she's just like, It doesn't give serene. It gives siren, and not in the way that, you know what I'm saying, it's sexy. Because I know for myself, I speak about being caliente, you know what I'm saying? Real caliente, baby. I'm very spicy, but I also know how to simmer down, and to me, she does not give off chill vibes. She does not give off simmer down. She gives off rah, 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 loud, in your face, and you're never gonna have peace with me. And so it's not really worth the headache. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I get when I see her speak on these podcasts, especially, I would just say, in regards to the whole why men are not approaching her. And let's talk about the man's response. So the dude was like, because what she said was, she thinks the reason why men do not approach her when she's out is because she looks bummy. She has on a hoodie and sweats or whatever. And she said that she feels she looks taken. And the dude corrected her, and he was like, no, really, if a man sees you in a hoodie or whatever and he likes you, you know what I'm saying, he's going to approach you. But it's really about what you're giving off, what he feels. And so she kind of circled back on that, and she was like, well, he could feel like, I'm taken, or like, I don't, how did she say it? Something like, I'm not really putting myself together because maybe today I don't feel like I'm my best, you know what I'm saying? Or I didn't put myself together today, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling, I guess you could say, crappy, right? So I look crappy, right? But like I said, it wasn't with the idea of really understanding what is repelling the man. It was more like, I just want to say something after you say something. Like, I get dialogue, but I don't know why it gives me combative. It's like you're gonna always have something to say, and that's just something that I get from her. One thing I've learned with men in general is, especially having sons, is men like to be heard. I know it sounds simple, but if you listen to him, and I think Erykah Badu spoke about this before, but if you listen, you got him, babe. You got him. And I'll also say, like, there was one point in time, which is the reason why I can see in B. Simone these things, these character traits, is because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been that argumentative person, that person who always had something to say. I always have a response. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to have the last word type, energy. And I think a portion of that is because we as women, right, we have a slick mouth, but also sometimes we're just too smart for our own good, like, of course I have something to say, you know what I'm saying? But it's with wisdom and even grace, right, with age, I've learned that just because I have something to say doesn't mean I need to say it. And it's okay for me to listen, because I'm really going to find out more about the situation by me listening. And listening, of course, is a skill, but I will also share this. I remember in my past life meeting up with say an old associate or whatever, and it was her and two other guys, and these were her friends, if you will, like people she knew. And the entire time we were there, they were having this whole discourse, this whole conversation, and I was silent. And during that conversation, she was speaking, she was doing, the bulk of the conversation, and it was always just like back, you know what I'm saying? Like ping pong, back to back. Every time they said something, she had something to say, even if what she was saying didn't necessarily make sense to me. And this is my past life, so let me be very clear. I'm going to say this. Okay, disclaimer. This is when I was very, say, in my shell. I knew not to dim my light, because with this particular person, I knew that they were male-centered, even if I didn't have the language for that. But I also knew that this person saw me as competition. And even then, I did not have the language for that. Like, these were things subconsciously I knew. These are things intuitively I knew. And yet, I was still in that stage where I was in denial about these things. So, because these were her friends, her partners, her, you know what I'm saying? And these are men on top of that. And I know that she wants to be the center of attention. I really didn't add anything to the discussion. So I was silent, though I'm listening. And being that I am listening to everyone's perspective, by the end of that conversation, I really could discern more. And that's the beauty of silence and listening. But let me tell you what tripped her up in the end of that. When they were done, like at the end, towards the end of the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because dude, at this point, he's tired of arguing. And I say dude, but it's really two of them. They're tired of arguing. I'm just, I'm her friend, right? I'm there with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm third wheeling, if you will, fourth wheeling, whatever you want to call it. And dude finally looks over at me. And he says, man, listen, you have been quiet this entire time. I want to know what you think. You've listened to everybody's perspective. I want to know what you think. And if you could have seen her face, like, I done said all that. I've been going back and forth with y'all. I've been engaging with you. I've been giving you all this energy, and you've been waiting on her to say something. Oh my God. It pays to listen. I learned that. Just thought I'd share.